Wow, wow. Wow. Wow.
Yo, why you gotta make it a black thing? I know that Alteans can camouflage as other races, but I didn't know that they could do it body parts at a time. The magic mirror, for when you're too lazy to just go to a real one.
High Priestess, you're needed.
Do they not have phones or any other sophisticated forms of communication? Like, Zarkon could broadcast a message worldwide 10,000 years ago, but someone has to walk all the way to Hagar just to tell her that someone wants her? Wait, they're seriously still f***ing with this guy?
I'm telling you, it must have been Lotor.
Do they not have lie detectors? We have those on Earth.
He appears to have no ability to recall what happened.
Well, I wouldn't be able to remember much either with electric shocks messing with my brain.
No one can completely wipe a memory away. There are always remnants deep within to claw out.
Yeah, there are always plot conveniences to claw out.
Why would Prince Lotor attack a base when he could walk in and take whatever he desires?
Hagar would be excellent at Voltron sins.
Excuse me, coming through.
Those aliens actively tried to murder Karan and everyone is just alright with that. Also, why was Karan even right there with them? He had the whole ship to stand around on and wait for them to leave.
Matt, this is Hunk, Lance, and Karan.
Hey, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
And this is Princess Allura of Altea.
Why does Allura get the special introduction?
It is so wonderful to finally meet you, Matt.
So, is Matt just a Dollar Tree Lance now?
My goodness! You are so beautiful! It is my honor to meet you, Princess.
I take that back. Lance is a Dollar Tree Matt. Matt is so damn suave that his flirting gets a different art style. This is that gourmet sh**.
Sir.
And thus started yet another onslaught of fangirling over absolutely nothing. Why is Lance's physical representation of his anger a sparkle? Zarkon puts on his Darth Vader suit because soon we'll find out that Lotor has a sibling.
Your decision to place him on the throne was ill-advised.
I don't think advising matters when inheritance comes into play.
And these little glowy pillars rise up, and then she uses Altean magic that links her to that crystal.
Why do we have to sit here and watch Pidge explain everything we already know?
This is our cow.
Well, shit. I didn't expect that thing to ever show up again. I guess I should remove a sin. But I'm adding one because where did they get that hay and grass to keep it fed?
Here's where the food goo comes out.
Jesus, Matt, do you always open your mouth when liquids are shot at your face?
Hey, this is pretty good.
1 out of 10. Horrible pun. Why is Matt staring at Pidge's, lowly places?
My father is simply ready to return to the throne. He can have it. Our plans have not changed.
Well, it seems like being on the throne had nothing to do with your plans anyways, as you've literally not used your throne-appointed power but one time to teach some little asshole a lesson.
Is this, how do you find living on the castle with us?
There were animals on Altea, so they should know that Kaltenecker doesn't understand a word they're saying.
We're actually just enjoying these milkshakes that you made for us.
Positively divine.
How did they assume that the cow made the milkshake? Did they not see or hear Hunk whipping them up in the kitchen? Lotor's skin color randomly gets lighter or darker, and you can't tell me it's the lighting because he hadn't moved a muscle yet.
You are relieved of your position. Effective immediately.
I don't really think effective immediately means anything in this situation. Zarkon is back, so yeah.
You are no longer needed.
As you wish.
Because the Galra don't need their best pilot and fighter at all.
I sensed a powerful energy on him when he entered. Something ancient.
He is no longer my concern.
It's really a wonder how Zarkon has kept control for so long considering how irresponsible of a leader he is.
And I love that you color-coded it, because what are we? Animals?
Yes. Also, you wouldn't even be able to understand it if it wasn't color-coded.
Ugh, you two are definitely related.
Wait, I can't even tell Hunk to shut up with that line because he's totally right and I completely relate to his disgust with their lame-ass jokes. I don't know how to feel about this scenario. Take a sin for mortally confusing me.
They say Fraunhofer was the greatest glassmaker in Europe, and that when he died, he took all his greatest recipes to the grave with him.
But who gives a shit?
I want a Fraunhofer glass.
Now Hunk is just deliberately hitting himself in the face with those green noodles. There is no way a man of his, stature would miss his mouth more than once.
This is all the relevant data from my time with the rebels. We just might have the best anti-Galra intelligence mining operation in this or any other reality.
First off, fuck you and your reality bullshit. Second, now that I think about it, Matt totally bailed on his responsibilities concerning the rebels and should be punished accordingly as a deserter. And finally, what the hell does that have to do with Fraunhofer's recipes?
This one time we went to another reality. It's pretty lame.
Damn it, Hunk. Stop saying things that I agree with. You're supposed to be the dumb one who isn't Lance, remember? None of all that excuses the fact that there is no plug that the Earth game console can connect with. Also, since Paige is so damn smart, why didn't she simply change the cords that connect to the console to be compatible with alien tech? Lance is horrible at games. First off, his two supporting characters barely had any life left, so he shouldn't have wasted a turn healing them knowing that the dragon was just gonna wipe them out anyways. The dragon only had 42 health left, so it would have been wise to just attack. Secondly, why is he so stressed? The dragon only has 42 health left. I'm assuming he can do more than 42 damage with his main character. And finally, there is nothing that his button mashing could be helping with right now. This is an RPG. It's not a button mashing type of game. Oh yeah, not to mention, he's only mashing one button.
Okay.
What kind of trash game is this? The boss gets 2 turns in a row?
Bit of difficulty with Coltonecker.
All right, let's go.
Why did they just act like asking for a milkshake was a scheme? So the animators can over-animate this scene, but can't do more than just copy-paste important emotional flashbacks?
It's so thick. It's almost like a milkshake right now.
2 cents here for 2 opposing sides. Firstly, some people think this is a sexual reference to Lance jerking off a cow, which is slightly supported by his comment on how thick it is. But, this is a children's show. The other side of the argument is that this is just a harmless joke and they're disgusted because they don't believe in drinking milk the Luke Skywalker way. To which I say, why is Allura shocked? What the hell does she have titties for if there's no milk in them?
The second ship is complete and ready for testing. The sentries are just making some final adjustments.
This show has no sense of time. How long does it take to build one of these ships? I don't understand how he doesn't have 5 already.
60% of the Comet's material has been used in the production.
Wow, so Hagar can hack into mines? That would have come in handy lots of other times.
We will have more than enough for the creation of the third.
Well done, Aksha.
No.
Why is Hagar saying no? She doesn't even know what the ships are for.
Somehow Lotor has gotten his hands on a trans-reality comet.
That is the hugest correct leap in logic I have ever heard.
Hunt down Prince Lotor.
Because rather than actually having a Voltron-ish weapon on our side, let's attack it so that we are always kept at a disadvantage.
Whoever they're attacking, we have to help.
I don't like it. We should be gathering intelligence, not diving into a fight without knowing why.
When have you all ever been intelligent about diving into a fight?
I'm pretty sure I can upgrade Voltron with cloaking.
Well, motherfucker, why haven't you done that yet?
It's something I've been working on for a while, but I can't pilot the Green Lion and operate the cloaking at the same time.
Because cloaking takes just as much work as piloting? That sounds logical.
But if I had a co-pilot...
Absolutely.
Way to incorporate Matt in a way that wasn't forced and lazy as hell at all.
Let's get to the Lions.
Wait, is Paige gonna put cloaking tech on Voltron before their mysterious target is completely annihilated? It's that easy? How was Lotor constantly surprise attacked? Does no one ever look out for approaching ships?
What's happening? A Galra fleet is attacking us!
So you saw all the shit hitting the fan and decided to stay quiet about it until you got hit.
We can't hold them all off!
The fact that you're not blown to shreds right now is crazy within itself.
Initializing cloak. I'm not sure how long we can keep this up.
In other words, just long enough to get in trouble. Also, why wouldn't you be able to keep it up for as long as you want? Is there some unknown battery source that the cloak is having to feed off of?
Galra on Galra violence! A
These people just do not like each other.
Here are some face shots for the 3 paladins that didn't have anything to say, but we think our audience is too slow to remember that they still exist. Rest in peace, Nardi. You will be missed.
Whose ships are those?
You do remember Lotor made that ship out of the comet, right?
Can you find a workaround?
It's too late. Our cover's been blown. We may have to engage.
Or you could just leave. Whoa, since when did the multi-ship hitting move do that much damage? This show has no consistency on what can and can't be done. Why don't they just use that move every single time a bunch of Galra ships show up? Those motherfuckers are still blowing up back there.